Hello everyone, and welcome to another Tales of Christoria video with me, Azahel. Today, they just released the Maiden and the Holy Sword event, so we're going to be taking a look at that, kind of what to expect, and some tips on how to clear it easily. So first of all, let's take a look here at how to run the quests, how to clear it. Your rewards for the quest also. The Memoria stones that we can get are the Philia Memoria stone. Its Memoria skill, 8% HP of Earth allies restored every turn. It's very heavily focused on HP at 22,000 at max. And the Layla stone, OL gauge of fire allies increases by 18 each turn. It's pretty focused on attack at 1100 attack. So those are going to be both really good stones in the long run. So this one's set up as first collecting Shepherd's Tomes from the quests, the level 1 through level 15 quests. Your only thing that drops from it is a chance at the Memoria Stones and the Shepherd's Tomes. And then you use those Shepherd's Tomes in the event box summon. So this is a summon related quest. So no exchange for this quest, limited quest. It's only the summon, event box summon. So you're just going to be summoning. It takes 10 to make 10 Shepherd's Tomes to make one summon. So 100 to make 10 summons. And as you progress up to a certain number of summons, it will reset to a new box. And you can continually reset those boxes. Also, they have some event bonuses. Certain characters will receive bonus such as increased attack and event item drop up, which will help you get more from the exchange as well if you use these characters. So the bonus units we have for this quest are Alvin and Mal, the two new characters. They'll both receive plus 50% attack and event item drop up 20%. Now the other two characters, bonus characters, are Eisen and Edna. They're both Earth units, so they are very good for this quest. So if you don't have Eisen or Edna, and you're hurting for some Earth DPS or an Earth healer, I recommend pulling for them for this quest. It will make it easier for you to clear it. They both receive plus 30% attack up and event item drop up 10%. And then your Memoria stones, you get plus 20% attack from the Philia, plus 10% attack from the Layla. And the Alvin and Mal Memoria stones, you gain plus 50% attack from those, and event item drop up 20%. And the Eisen and Edna stones receive plus 30% attack, event item drop up 10%. So these bonuses again only apply to the limited quest. So what to expect from this quest? So you have the standard story here with the seven parts, and then you have your levels 1 through 15. Level 11 through 15 being evil, the hardest parts. Now going into this, just so you know, as you start up the quest, the boss to expect in the evil quest is Melanbron, a wind version of Melanbron. So if you've done raids against Melanbron, you kind of know what to expect. You're going to get some pretty heavy single target damage at the beginning of the fight. He will also throw paralysis at one of your units. And he also has his Thunder Blessing, that heavy AoE damage skill. So that's about what to expect from the boss. Now, he is a wind version of Melanbron, so you want to avoid water units because they will take increased damage. And you want to prioritize earth units because they'll take decreased damage and deal increased damage to Melanbron. So you want to build and focus your earth team. So if your earth team isn't up to snuff, you may kind of want to start to focus on building them up and getting them all set and ready for this battle. Because Melanbron can dish out a heavy amount of damage if you are not prepared for it. Now, if you're going to struggle, if the single target paralysis becomes an issue, then you're going to want to bring Mint or Kohaku with you if it becomes an issue and stalls you out on your DPS. They're the only two units currently that have a status effect cleanse, and so Mint and Kohaku would be really good to bring into this battle if you are struggling with the single target paralysis. If you struggle with AoE damage, if that's the thing that throws you off the biggest, then in regards to Earth units, Edna, Mint, and Christmas Mila are going to be your best bets for that, to assist with that. Edna is really good because her AoE heal is on her art, as well as Mint. Both of them, their AoE heal is on the art. Christmas Mila, her AoE heal is on her Mystic art, so you would have to use the Stawn Stone or an equivalent overlimit gauge increase stone in order to make use of her when Melanbron uses Thunder Blessing. So some units that you may want to prioritize bringing into this battle are Forte. If you were playing during the half anniversary and managed to snag him, you want to use Forte. If not, prioritize Alvin, Edna, Eisen, Mint, or Christmas Mila. Those are going to be kind of your biggest threats against Melanbron. Alvin will be very useful in decreasing defense. Edna for the AoE heals. Eisen just pure burst damage would be really good, especially since he gets increased attack during this event. And Mint and Christmas Mila will both be as well really good for your healer supports. So in regards to roles available in the Earth element, we've already talked about healers. It's only Mint, Edna, and Christmas Mila. Mint, you'll get an AoE heal, a single target heal that also cleanses status effects. Edna, you get an AoE heal, and Christmas Mila, you get an AoE heal plus a crit rate up, plus some hit gen from her regular arts. Now Edna, you gotta keep in mind, she does also receive a plus bonus. So if you need that extra attack or you want the item drop rate up, you can put Edna in. In regards to supports, buffing, debuffing, and hit gen units, and Earth, what's available, you have Jade. He provides some hit gen and some status down. Vague, Summer Vague, gives you hit gen. Forte gives you hit gen plus an attack up and crit rate up buff. Maid Rita will be able to debuff the Melanbron, debilitate. He does not resist debilitate, just so you know. And Alvin also causes status down, and he also receives a bonus. So he's also a bonus unit that you could use to So let's go ahead and take a look at this quest so you all can see what to expect from Wind Melanbron. Now we can auto this. My team is strong enough to just purely auto Melanbron, but I want you guys to be able to see what Melanbron does, and so you can kind of prepare for it and build your team up for what it was to come. So we're not going to try to kill him super fast. We're just going to show you guys what the battle is like. So we're just going to auto. So first turn he'll just go for a double single target attack, typically on your third slot. Second turn he goes for a high DPS attack, usually against your third slot as well. So that Electroshock Skull, it missed Mint, but what that is the paralysis move. So if it hits your unit, it's going to paralyze them. So that comes on turn 3, right before, and when he uses that skill is when he gets his break gauge. So turn 1 of the break gauge, he'll usually use Thunder Blessing. I'm going to go ahead and heal Orwin here. I want you all to see again what he does, so I'm not going to kill him yet. We're just, again, going to show you guys how the battle progresses. So again, Thunder Blessing would typically be his first turn of his break gauge, and then the next 2 turns he uses single target DPS again. So he'll just go cycle back to what he does turn 1 and 2. That's what his the second and third turn of his break gauge is, his turn 1 and 2 as well. And then after that, he usually just cycles through his attacks. So you attack in that pattern. 2 high single target DPS moves. Electroshock Skull for a paralysis. And then he will use Thunder's Blessing after that for AoE damage, and then cycle back through. So as you can see, guys, that is usually the usual battle progression of Wind Melanbron. Now I'm going to show you guys again a faster clear, show you how fast this team that I have set up can clear this quest. So let's go back into it again. Use another 30 AP. We're going to show you guys exactly how fast we can clear this, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I have it set up this way as well. So I have Forte set up again to buff the team, give me a little bit of hit gen, with a Philia Stone to make sure that he pretty much takes no damage. Mint is going there again to provide heals, just to heal that damage that I do take, but also with a Stawn Stone just in case to buff her overlimit, so if I really do need her overlimit or Mystic Art, I can use it. Orwin there to provide some sustained DPS, really, in this case, with his low cooldowns, and with the Ferrostone to up his crit rate so he can provide some burst DPS when he does crit. Shigure with the Carol Stone, make those first 2 turns he hit really hard, Also, just to buff his attack as high as it can go, so when he does use his Mystic Art, it hits really hard, especially if he crits. And again, Maid Rita for extra percent attack, and also chance to remove cooldown of arts when used, and Lloyd for the defense awakening skill. So let's take a look and see exactly how fast this team can clear when we manual it. When they auto, they clear it in 4 to 5 turns. Well, let's show you how this team can really clear this very quickly. So we buff turn 1 and just buff everything. Buff our attack as high as it can go. Alright, so turn 2, we're just going to go ahead and again use everything at our disposal. And you can just continue using everything at your disposal. We don't worry about using our Mystic Arts prior to the break gauge coming up, because again, Orwin and Shigure, they're able to actually get their Mystic Arts up very quickly, and so it's never an issue, never a worry about whether or not we're going to break Melanbron or not. So now we can just buff to end. And there we go, six turn in. Without any issues whatsoever, everyone full HP. So that's the power of taking a mono element team into this quest. This is kind of the setup I recommend. If you don't have those units, I do again still recommend take an AoE healer. Any of the SSR Earth healers will do. You can use Edna, Mint, or Christmas Mila. Be sure to take at least one support. Forte is really good if you have him. I suggest taking Forte. If you don't have Forte, and if you pulled and were able to pull Alvin, take Alvin. If you don't have Forte or Alvin, Jade or Maid Rita would be your best bet for the defense down or the debilitate. And if you still don't have those, Summer Vague and Yuri would be very good as well for the hit gen. But make sure you take at least one healer, one support, and then your other 2 slots you want to reserve for some DPS. Cress is very standard DPS. If you have Cress, you can use Cress. If you have Lloyd, you can use Lloyd. They have very low cooldowns, low cooldown Mystic Art as well. You're able to spam those. You can get some good damage off with them. I do recommend, though, if you have Orwin, Aizen, or Shigure, to bring along Orwin, Aizen, or Shigure. They will provide you a lot more DPS, higher burst, and a lot simpler to kill Wind Melanbron with those 3. So that would be the setup I would recommend, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like the video if you enjoyed and were able to learn something new. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel to see more content like this, and have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next one.